Let's go ahead and put B2 up on the screen. You can see some of the images of the bombardment in Lebanon. I mean, this level of just.
Yeah, what's going to be interesting in this video is they're going to talk about Israel's policy of paying for each destroyed building. That's how I knew that they completely leveled the Gaza, but I didn't realize they had this policy of paying those doing the destruction for each building they destroyed. That was interesting.
Destruction is just really, truly unbelievable. Just imagine this is your home. Imagine this is your neighborhood. You're going to tell me these are all Hezbollah targets, that this was all chock full of Hezbollah? No,
those are civilian
we know it's not.
houses.
And in fact, if we can put the Barak Ravid tweet up on the screen, I think it's
that's
worth it. Look, Barak Ravid, we know it's not our neighborhood.
That's a nice neighborhood, just the part that's not in smoke. And this is the after.
If we can put the Barak Ravid tweet up on the screen.
Yeah, look at that. That's the after.
I think it's worth it. Look, Barak Ravid is himself former IDF. I think he's been fairly sympathetic to the Israeli perspective. And he says here, the IDF continues to destroy buildings and villages in southern Lebanon during the ceasefire. Commanders in the army testified in a conversation.
This is because Israel wants to seize the land, so they have to ethnically cleanse it, destroy all the buildings so people can't live there anymore. Then they can move in and build their own settlements. It's what they've done over and over again.
With @Yanni V. Kub, that systematic destruction of civilian buildings is being carried out in villages where the forces operate, including near the border with Israel. According to the commander, civilian contractors receive daily pay or are compensated based on the number of buildings destroyed.
Civilian contractors receive daily pay or are compensated based on the number of buildings destroyed. So it's nothing to do with fighting Hezbollah. It is just about destroying the land of the people of Lebanon, so that Israel can then claim it.
Similar to what happened in the Gaza Strip, the activity is characterized by the widespread demolition of homes, public buildings, and even educational institutions in the IDF. This policy is referred to as the money plow. And this is from the Hebrew language version of Haaretz. So this is what's going on right now during the ceasefire, the quote-unquote money plow. And he really started, he started going back and forth with some people on Twitter over the vote that happened in the Senate last week to block the shipment of these armored bulldozers to Israel. This was something that was led by Bernie Sanders. 40 Democrats.
Yes, we should not be sending armored bulldozers to Israel. Yeah, bulldozers, fine, but armored bulldozers that are specifically meant to do, no.
Democrats voted to block those bulldozers, being sent to Israel. And you had Mark Dubowitz in particular, who was like, "Oh, you're putting, Israeli civilians."
If you're wondering how civilian contractors came into the picture, these armored bulldozers should explain it, right? Civilian contractors are the ones driving these armored bulldozers to destroy houses.
Blah blah blah. And Barak Ravid really went in and said, "This is what these bulldozers are actually used for, and this is one perfect example of what they're doing, which is total and complete destruction, and not of targeted military infrastructure. No, this is mass razing and demolition of entire villages, and
then you can claim there was never a village there. We could just take it for Israel. Now it's Israeli land. We'll put a settlement there, and have a different name than the village used to be. It's now a Jewish settlement, and now it's Israel."
Money plow, cash for destruction.
Well, that's just a little quick video to highlight something that I found pretty amazing. Cash for destroyed buildings. Anyway, this will be on YouTube. Like and subscribe. Come watch on Kick or Twitch. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.